Some Lagos residents are already feeling the pinch of the lockdown in Lagos ordered by President MOHAMMED BUHARI to curtail the spread of coronavirus in the state 1 week into the lockdown. In some areas visited by Environment Today crew to find out how Lagos residents are coping with the lockdown, many of them lamented the lack of access to food, water and other essential materials and wondered how they would cope for the 2-week initial lockdown period. Malik Fadeyi, a bike rider, lives here in a one-room apartment occupied majorly by low-income earners in Mafaluku, Oshodi area of Lagos, with his wife, 7 children and 8 grandchildren. Life has simply become unbearable in the last 3 days since the lockdown in Lagos began, he told me.
I have 7 children. They have great children also that they are with me. But now, well, it's only God that can help us because things is very, very hard for us now. So it's unfortunately, in fact, I don't know what to do. And for my children to feed them now is totally hard for me. Because as of 3 days ago, there's one man that is sharing food for your daily dear. I and my wife went there. They said that we should bring the BVN and this national ID card or whatever. I take all of them, go there. They say that they are carrying the food, go another place. So it's not for us here. So later, I was hearing that they share it. I went there. I didn't get anything for my family to eat. I wish it's not good. So all these things, in fact, I'm tired of it. And I know that if this thing happen, if it is only Nigeria, I know that all our elders, they have run away, go India, go China, go England, say that they want to go and trade themselves. But God knows what He's doing. So the things start from up before they came here. All of them, they have traveled away. They will leave us here. All this lockup they are giving us, they will not give.
It's not easy for us to cope, but I believe that it's God that takes care of us, not any other person. But to my own knowledge is that we should help us please the government so that maybe they will change us, maybe they will allow us to be going out to find things to do instead of sitting down at home for not doing anything. Because if we are sitting down at home, things will not be easy. But the promise that they promised us, I did not believe in it. Because I believe that if I'm working, I can do anything to feed my family. But what I'm pleading for them is that they should find way to correct what is on the ground, this coronavirus, so that everybody can come out and be working.
Fadeyi's family is just one out of many poor families living in congested neighborhoods like this who are worried about how they will cope for 2 weeks with neither money nor food.
Time for election, you bring money. One now that the virus is outside, you cannot bring money, which is very, very bad.
We don't have anything to eat. No food, no money, and everything is so expensive in the market. If we go to our market now, what the garu will buy for 300 naira has now been sold for 1,500, 1,200. So we don't know what to do.
They divided the food into 4 places. The imams, the clergies, the CDAs, and one other one. But immediately, I said, okay, I will call my CDA chairman. On getting to that place, what they brought for them is not even enough for a family. So people are suffering in this area.
There is a program that is going on TV for these children, but there is no light for them to attach themselves to it. And it's not every children, or every parent rather, that can avoid buying fuel into their jail.
Speaking, I can't say we are happy, or the community entirely, we are not happy. It doesn't mean that we don't want to stay at home according to the law say that. Yes, we want to stay at home, but the true question is that how can we feed ourselves while staying at home? The government cannot just say we should stay at home just like that. They need to provide something for us that we can feed ourselves before that's 2 weeks. I did not eat since day before yesterday, and they say we should stay at home for good 14 days. So how can I cope up? I cannot die at staying at home. I would prefer that COVID-19 should kill me, because staying at home, the hungry is killing me. I call on the government that they should do something.
They talk about some market that they want to bring for us so that we can buy some least price of things. The market in the Ikeja, Sumolu, and Sululele. And people in Mafluku Oshodi, we did not see the market. That's the other point. Number 2 is that they said there's no movement. How do we move to that place and get the thing to buy?
In our city, where majority of the over 20 million population live from hand to mouth on less than $1 a day, even the government's COVID-19 emergency food relief effort seems like a drop in the ocean. This is why this Lebanese expatriate, who has lived in Nigeria for over 10 years, has decided to lend a helping hand and wants other well-meaning Nigerians to follow suit.
The only way community can be safe if we try to assist them as much as possible to stay indoor. We have seen a couple of videos in some areas in Lagos, just within 2 days of lockdown, people coming out and saying, we are hungry, you can't lock us down for 14 days. Without giving us assistance. As I said, the government is trying, Lagos State is, I've seen their videos, the governor, but it's not going to be enough. So that's why I would say every person that has ability to even buy one package per household, go and buy it and give your neighbor. You don't have to go through us or through anyone or any other organization. You can do it by yourself. So I think it's a collective effort. The whole community, the whole country has to do and stand together to fight it.
Mohammed El-Kher and his team has reached about 400 families of the less privileged, the elderly and those living with disabilities in Ikorodu, Ibeju-Lekki and Ajah areas in the last 1 week. He believes that with such humanitarian service from everyone as they are able, families like that of Fadei will go through the 2-week lockdown without much pain. A Lebanese national living in Nigeria, Mohammed El-Kher, has taken up the initiative to share food items to some vulnerable groups in the country in many different communities. Why has he decided to take up this initiative? How impactful has it been, and how sustainable is his effort? Hear him.
So I felt we are somehow obliged to give back the favor that Nigeria and Nigerians have given expatriates in Nigeria. So those are the reasons that made me think something has to be done. And we've seen the videos of countries that are considered with the highest resources. We've seen them struggling because no country has ever, I think, prepared to say there's going to be a pandemic or any kind of virus that will warrant any government to take care of all its people at once. So no government can do it, no organizations can do it, so it requires everybody and everyone's involvement. So, but when it comes to Nigeria, there's a lot of the population, a large part of the population, that lives on day-to-day work, paid work, or any kind of jobs that are paid daily. So the first thing you think of these guys, if you ask them to stay at home and you are not providing them with food or support, how are they going to stay at home? They have no choice, no option but to come out and try to look for means of feeding their families. So the first thing you need to do before you ask these people to stay at home is to support them to stay at home. So this is the idea. How can we support as many as possible, as many as we could, to stay back home? I know Lagos State is doing a great job. I've seen videos of the governor. He's really doing a great job. But as I said again, it's something that the whole population has to come together and to support or fight the virus.
Can you quantify how many people you have reached and where, which group of people?
Okay. I'm not recording it, but I can say it's like almost like 400 families so far, plus or minus. We gave them food items that can at least maybe support for a week or two within this period. A lady, she runs Edwin. It's an organization that caters for disabled people. So she came and said that no organization has thought of helping the disabled yet, and she wished that we can provide some assistance to her members, or the members, or the disabled. So we did one trip. We delivered for around 25 disabled people. We are hoping to do tomorrow some. So, because let me tell you, the population is large. People asking, my phone keeps on ringing every second. So many people need assistance.
So how do you get these food items? You purchase them, do not contribute, and how has the response been?
What I said from the beginning, we didn't want to receive cash. We didn't want cash payment. We wanted to avoid any question marks regarding what we are doing. And we wanted people to support. So we told people, either you'd say, okay, I have food items at home, come and pick them up. We can pick it and distribute it. Or you can bring it to our pool center. Like it's a house offered by a lady, Mrs. Funke. She offered to her house in VI to use as a pool center so people can drop things off there. But so far, mainly, the majority of them that didn't have food items in their house that they think they can give away, what they have in their houses for their personal use, they said, okay, what do I do? So we went to get them a supermarket account number. So they can transfer to the supermarket, we go and pick the food items from the supermarket. So we avoid cash transactions directly to us. Yeah. So I wanted to add something. The response have been excellent from a couple of friends, a couple of people that I didn't know before that contacted me and did the same. And there's an organization, an NGO in Nigeria called Cyrosa Foundation. They are helping us. Before now the lockdown, they were giving us almost between 70 to 100 packages per day to distribute. So we are resuming that tomorrow with them. They needed 2 days to reorganize themselves because of the lockdown, because it's a large food quantities they need to buy in every day. So we are resuming tomorrow with Cyrosa giving us 80 to 100 per day packages for family. That means this is like almost 100 families per day, beside what other donations we are receiving and we are distributing.
So what will be your message to other Nigerians who are probably watching you now?
Okay.
As regards how they can help and support?
They can help and support without us. As I said, a lot of people were calling us, okay, I want to support and I want to donate and I want to distribute, help you distribute. So I would say, because of it's not a normal day, we don't want people to come out a lot. We don't want a lot of movements around, even for everyone. What you can do in your own location, if you can donate, whatever it is, go to your next door grocery store, buy some food items, and give on your street to people in need. So it's more of awareness